Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm reviewing a bunch of stuff from Yvette. I've done a couple of reviews of them on my channel before, but what I absolutely love about Yvette is that they are my #1 place to go for actually high quality supportive sports bras for like $30. If you're a girl with a bigger cup size, you know that these high support, high impact sports bras, they can be pretty expensive. Yvette has so many different styles, so many different sizes, and I just love their stuff. So that's what we'll be reviewing today. I also have a couple of their leggings and a really cute tie-dye set. I often just talk about their sports bras, but wanted to dip into some leggings and shorts today as well. Before getting into the video, I will also be running a giveaway with them on my Instagram. My Instagram is Kathryn M Fit, so you'll find the giveaway post there. I'll probably be posting it the same day as this. You'll just have to follow me on Instagram and Yvette Sports Official, so I will link that down below as well. And all the pieces I'll be trying today, I'll also be linking, and they also do have a discount code. This discount code, it's not a support code, it's just a discount code for you guys, so you can get 15% off, and it's just my name, Kathryn15. They also have a chat feature on their website where they offer sizing guidance, and you can also message them on Instagram if you need help with sizes. But overall, I wear a size small D through F or 32 triple D cup size. Their sports bras usually either come in something like a small A through C, small D through F, or they actually have band and cup sizes. So it depends on the style, but they do have sports bras for all styles and sizes. Without further ado, let's start talking about it. So first we have the Limitless zip front crisscross bra, and this one's only $25.99 before the discount, so it's super affordable. It comes in size extra small to 5XL and cup sizes A through F. Mine is the size small D through F range. So this one is a polyester elastane blend, and it has a lot of really fun features. So it has a nice elastic on the bottom band. This one does have a zip front, so if you hate like back closures or just pulling on a sports bra, because sometimes that can be like a little bit of an issue, especially if you're like really sweaty, zip front bras are really nice sometimes because you just zip them off and there they go. They also have that little fabric flap so the zipper doesn't cut into you. They have some tiny little mesh detailing right under the bust and goes up on the side as well. This is the Yvette logo. The back has a really nice strappy detail. It splits into 3 little straps on each side and they crisscross. And something that I just love about their bras is that they do not have removable cup pads. No, they have molded cup pads that are sewn into the bra. So you don't have to worry about the cup pads like, you know, moving around throughout your workout or taking them out and putting them back in when you wash them. They are just in the bra, and they're pre-molded and they're just amazing. Here it is. The front zip is really nice because sometimes with high support sports bras, they can be a little much to like get on and clasp in the back. The only thing about the zip front is that you don't have the adjustableness in the back, so it really just has to fit, but this is my normal size, small D through F, and it fits me perfectly. The band at the bottom is snug but not uncomfortable. It always sits really nice and it never moves around, and there's great coverage, no side boob spillage. It's also not cutting into my sides because the fabric is pretty soft, and it has a nice scoop neck, but I'm not really getting any cleavage. The back is like totally normal strappy sports bra, then you go to the front and it's like super supportive, definitely high support. This is also just a super fun bright color. I also think this could be a good fall color. A little like warm toasty red. The little mesh details are also really cute on this one, so I feel like this is a nice combination of like a cute little strappy sports bra while being super supportive. How's it going, Peach? Oh, she's in such an attention mood. Oh, my little pretty girl. My little pretty girl. Are you ready to take a break from filming, buddy? You look pretty tired. We're working hard. Yeah. Next we have the Limitless high support bra. This one does not have any built-in cup pads or anything, so if you just prefer more of like a lightweight layer of support, this one is great. This one also has a zipper very similar to the last one, has a little protective flap. And what's so cool about this one is it has like a ton of different ways to adjust it. It comes in a bunch of colors too, and a really good size range. This one comes in 6 different colors and extra small to 5XL, A through F, so incredible size range. This one is specifically designed for women with larger cup sizes. So first of all, it has these supportive straps. And as you can see down here in this section, it has like one of those little bra hook things, but it has all these different like little slots where you can like insert this and make it like more like supportive and tight along the band. So if you need a little more lift and tightness in the band region, you can tighten this part. And on the straps, they also have this really nice adjustable thing. It's more than just the usual adjustable bra strap. It actually can completely come apart. Then it has a little hook closure, so there's just a lot of freedom in the strap size. You can put it at the top or all the way to the bottom. This one was just super cool to me. It's $39, but there's also the 15% off, and yeah, let's try it on. Okay, so this is officially one of the coolest bras I've tried in a long time. So definitely true to size for this one, and I just love like all the little adjustable elements of this. Instead of having having the adjustable clasp in the back, it has these two little ways you can adjust it on the side, and it just kind of scoops in. I tightened mine a little bit, but I'll show you how to do it. You can do it while it's on or while it's off, but you just kind of take it out. It's one of those little hook and eye closure things. So it can be looser, you can put it back here, or if you want like a really tight, snug fit, you just bring it up, pop it right in, then you automatically get like a little more lift and like secureness. And not only that, but you can also adjust the straps. I think I need to adjust the straps a little bit, but it's a little hard to adjust the straps while it's on, so I would do that while it's off. But you can do all of the adjusting while it's off, and then you never have to take the adjustments off. You can just zip it off the front. So it's just so versatile. This one, again, doesn't have any kind of cup support, but I still do feel very supported, and it's not sheer in the white color. It's a double thickness. So back in college, when I thought I was gonna try to become a runner because cardio is really all I did, this would have been amazing because it's literally like, I am not jiggling at all. This is like super high support. So I am so glad I tried this one because this is super cool. It's also made of a slightly sleek material, so it should be really good about not showing sweat and just being very overall cool and sweat wicking. I'm not getting any side boob spillage, and really good coverage in the front here as well. And the back also has that really cute, just little like oval open back detail. The straps are nice and thick, so they're not like cutting into my traps at all, which is also really nice. So I'm just a huge fan of this. I also got the Anywhere Mesh Racerback Bra. This one also looks like it's going to be pretty good support, but it's less like intense and like bra-like than the other ones. Also, I've been kind of wearing more sports bras and leggings that aren't in matching sets, so I really like white sports bras for that. And I already have a couple of that sports bras in white that I do pair a lot with my like brighter colored leggings, so I thought that this one would be a nice little addition. This one comes in XS through 5XL, cup sizes A through G, 3 different colors. I got the size small, D through F. This one is a polyamide lycra blend. And what I find funny about Yvette is it says that this one is designed for low impact, but even their like low impact sports bras are literally so much more high support than most bras from other brands that I've tried. So even if you're shopping their like light support section, they often have pretty good support. This one is just kind of a basic sports bra in the front, very good coverage, which I do like. And the little straps in the back are made of just like a white mesh, and it also has an adjustable clasp in the back, like a normal little bra clasp. And this one also has built-in molded cups. They kind of look like they could come out, but they are sewn in, so they're not gonna like move around a lot. So here it is on. I would say that out of all of the bras so far, the cup pads kind of stand out the most on this one. I feel like I can't see them on camera, and they're really barely noticeable in the mirror too, and they won't move because they are sewn in, but I can like feel the outline of them a little bit. But I like how this is kind of a basic shape sports bra with a good amount of coverage, and again, like definitely high support on this one too. It covers all of the side boobs, so no spillage, and also all the cleavage. I know some people do look for cleavage in bras, but for ladies who are looking for a little more support and who don't want to like lose any girls while working out, these bras have been perfect. Very thick straps. The fabric is also really nice. It's not quite as sleek as the last ones, but it still does feel like a nice sweat wicking performance material. And it has a really nice breathable mesh back. The straps are mesh, but it is that like more finely knit mesh, so it's not like actually like really see-through, but it is definitely a different material. And it does have an adjustable clasp in the back. I wear a size small and usually wear it on the middle to tightest little clasp. But yeah, I like this kind of like basic white sports bra for matching with colorful leggings, so this is gonna be a good one. Next, I got this fun little tie-dye set, which can kind of be like hard to come by lately, but I loved the colors of this one. I'm a sucker for a nice little baby blue. So first, the sports bra. This is the Shift Light Blooming sports bras, and it's in their light support section, but it's probably more of a medium support. This one comes in size extra small to 2XL. This one doesn't have specific cup sizes because it's one of the more light support range ones, but I just got a size small, which is my normal sports bra size. And it's just a basic tank in the front. It does have this cute little cutout, and this one does have actual removable cups. Then it just has a little racer back and a little cutout detail. All right, so here's the bra. And while it's in the light support category, I would actually still give it a medium. I like the little cutout detail because I do have a larger chest. Sometimes like kind of hides down there. So if you have a smaller chest, the little cutout will be a little more noticeable. This one definitely scoops down a little more. I'm not falling out of it like at all, but I am getting a little more cleavage than some of the higher support bras. I also am still getting a lot of side boob coverage. It's a little farther away from my armpit than the other ones, but I'm still not getting any like spillage. And the back is just a simple racer back, and the straps are nice and thick and the fabric is soft, so it's not really cutting into me at all. So yeah, overall I would say it's a solid sports bra. Something I just remembered. So I have another bra that has one of these little cutouts like this. One time I was at the gym sweating, and you know, like if you have some girls, you know, you get boob sweat, right? And like drops of sweat were literally like falling out of the bra because of the little hole here. It was just a funny moment, and that just sometimes happens with these bras. And then the matching leggings are called the Shift Light Ink leggings. These have a seamless waistband and they feel very soft, but they're not quite brushed, so they should be a little better for performance than a super fuzzy brushed fabric. They have a lot of stretch to them, and they have this beautiful tie-dye print. It is an actual tie-dye print, like the inside of the leggings is just white, so it's not like actually dyed as far as I know. And they definitely feel very lightweight, so if it's still hot where you are, these are definitely super lightweight, so let's try them on. So here are the leggings. So they're really more of a mid to high rise on me. They're hitting just about below my belly button. These ones do not have a top seam, so they're not cutting into my waist at all. They do have a front seam, not really causing any major problems. These are definitely like a super lightweight naked feel legging, like great for summer, and they really feel like I'm wearing nothing. I would be a teeny bit worried about squat proofness just because these are so thin and such a light color, but I really like the print. I like the color. It comes in another kind of tie-dye color as well, and these are also about a 7/8 on me. I wouldn't expect a whole lot of cellulite coverage with these, but I would expect they'd actually be pretty sweat-proof, sweat-looking, because they're a little bit sleek and just so lightweight. They seem to be sliding down just a tiny bit. I would still say that they're true to size, but if you're looking for something to like really stay up a lot better, the other leggings that I'm talking about in a couple minutes will probably be a little bit better for that. Sit test with Mr. Pinto here, and they're not cutting into me like at all when I'm sitting down because they are a seamless waistband and very lightweight, so that's also not an issue. And these would probably only get a light compression because they just are very naked feel. And you guys know me, when I saw they had some biker shorts on their website, I just couldn't resist. So these are these Sculpt women's training shorts. These are a polyamide elastane blend. I did get a size medium in these. I wear a small in their leggings, but oftentimes with shorts I do size up, so I just wanted to get a medium to be safe. These are already seeming really nice. They do feel pretty lightweight and thin, but they have a double thickness, no seam at the top waistband, and they kind of dip down in the front for a little extra tummy control, but they have no front seam, which is incredible. Love no front seam. They're definitely a biker short. These seem like an 8-inch inseam. The bottom of the short is actually just a raw cut edge, which kind of makes me hopeful that they're not going to cut into your thighs, because how could you cut into your thighs when there's literally no seam at the bottom? And they do have a seam in the back, so I'm excited to try these. Okay, so I'm like pretty impressed with these shorts. First of all, this fabric might not be for everyone, but if you really like that kind of glidey, sleek fabric, it is a little tiny bit on the shiny side, but I wouldn't say it's too bad. But it's definitely a nice, sleek performance material, and I don't see a lot of bike shorts in this fabric, so it's kind of nice. So this is a size medium. It's just a tiny bit big in the waist. I would probably say go just with your normal size, because since the bottom doesn't have the band, it's really not like cutting into my legs at all, so I don't think that's really much of a concern. But it has this seamless waistband, which is super nice, and it also comes down in the front for a little extra lower tummy control. No front seam, so camel's not gonna be an issue here. I love how the bottom of these feel, just because I'm so used to shorts cutting into the bottom of my thighs that it's kind of nice to just have like no seam for once. And they also have curved seams in the back, so kind of like a balanced dupe style, like curved booty seams. So these get like a medium to high on the booty scale. They don't have pockets or anything, but they do just have like this little double seam detail at the side. About a medium compression. I wouldn't expect a ton of cellulite coverage. This fabric is pretty thin. But yeah, I would love to see these in some more colors, because I think these are actually a really nice style. And lastly, I got the Enfold women's high support leggings. These are only $25.99 for the discount, so they are super affordable. They come in 3 colors, and they come in size extra small to 2XL. I got this nice little seafoam green color. So these ones do have a seam at the top of the waistband, but it's because they have like one of those little inside like adjustable strap dudes, which those aren't personally my favorite, but I know for people who like run, those are helpful in making sure that the leggings don't slide down. These are more of a lightweight, kind of sleek performance material, but they're not like cheap, shiny looking. And they're pretty basic. Other than that, I'd compare them to like a Lululemon Wonder Under in shape, just kind of a simple waistband, front and back seam, and just a regular crotch gusset, not extended. All right, so here are the leggings. So they definitely do have a band at the top. You can also tighten it if you really want to make sure it doesn't fall down. Overall, they're definitely like a performance material. They're pretty thin though, so I wouldn't expect a whole lot of cellulite coverage. They do have a front seam. It's not causing a ton of problems though. Wearing a size small, I would definitely say true to size. They're a little on the short side for me, more like a 7/8 length, but I am pretty tall. The waistband does go pretty low in the front, so it actually does give a little bit of lower tummy control. But with that, the seams in the back should be a little higher for me. They're like kind of like too much onto my glutes, but sometimes that kind of comes with the waistband being a little lower in the front. So yeah, I think they're nice. I really like the color. I personally don't love leggings with the top seam, but I know there's some people who do. So let's do the sit test. So sitting, and yeah, it does like cut in just like a little bit, but in terms of leggings with top seams, I've had it a lot worse in terms of cutting in. And when I stand up, it's totally fine again. Alright, so that's it for the review. Make sure to go to my Instagram to enter the giveaway. Seriously, if you're looking for a high support bra, Yvette is like my #1 that I recommend. I just love their bras for really high impact workouts, and that super adjustable bra today was like so cool. And the biker shorts actually were pretty impressive. I liked those a lot as well. Also make sure to check out them on Instagram, and remember you can DM them for any sizing questions. They're always very helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!